Girl, we have a sourdough class to attend, so hurry up, let's go. Girl, we have a sourdough class to attend, so hurry up, let's go. We gotta get ready. Looking a little chopped, I'm not gonna lie, but I wanna look cute for this class. So I signed up for this sourdough bread making class about like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I talked a little bit about this on my TikTok, but after getting out of a relationship and it kind of being like a situationship, it's been really hard for me to do things alone. So I decided, since I am moving, newsflash, I am moving back to St. Louis because this relationship ended. We no longer live in this apartment together. I have no other choice but to move back in with my parents. And I also did lose my job in the process as well. So a lot of things. Oh, and my dog passed away 2 days ago. I lost my job, I lost my boyfriend and my dog in a matter of just a couple of months. This breakup started in March. Well, yeah, the breakup was in March. I found out that I had to vacate my apartment in May, and then I thought I was gonna renew my apartment in June, and now it's July. My dog passed away. Found out that I'm moving back in with my parents. That is the war that's happening right now. So we're currently getting ready to do the sourdough making class. I've been wanting to do it for so long. I've been thinking to myself, there is no better time than right now, because what if I'm never in Springfield again? I'm just doing like a quick little makeup. I can't remember the last time I put on makeup. I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and then we literally have to run out the door because I don't want to be the last person there. I kind of want to be like the first person there and like stand my ground and like pick where I'm gonna sit. Obviously this is a group activity. I don't know how many slots are open, but probably like 10 to 15, 20. But this is the fit. I'm like second guessing it, but we need to go. We just made it to where the sourdough making class is. If you're in Springfield, or I should really say if you're in Nixa, but if you're in Springfield, it's at Cassidy Estate Farms, aka Cassidy Station. And I just pulled up and this place is so cute. Let me show you what I'm looking at right now. Like, are you kidding? And then the class is over there. Let's go take a peek. At this point, the sourdough mixture was fully incorporated with bread flour, salt, and water. Then we moved into our stretch and folds, which we actually just got a dough that was already ready for us, and we just practiced doing stretch and folds, which, to be honest with you, I was not really good at. The main thing that they taught us was to push the dough forward and then to pull it back and kind of do a cupping motion with your hands. But clearly I was not that good at it. Then we learned how to make the actual starter by mixing flour and water together. In the class that I did, we used a scale to measure out our water. We did equal parts of water and flour. So I did 50 grams of water in the jar first. And I learned that it's really important that you use filtered water. And then after I poured in the water, we did 50 grams of bread flour. Then after that, we mixed it all together just to make sure everything was super well incorporated. Then after that, we just put the lid on top and let that sit. Then we learned how to pre-shape the dough. So we started by pinching the sides in so it made a little ridge point at the top, and then cupping in the sides. Then we did learn how to score it, but unfortunately I didn't record that part. And I didn't cut my fingers once, but I actually cut them twice. Then it was time to do stretch and folds on our dough. So we pulled up the dough from the side and let it stretch out and then folded it into the center. We did that all the way around the dough until we went around once. Then we waited 30 minutes and we did that same process again. We covered up our dough and that was the end of class. Okay, so I just finished the sourdough bread making class and it ended literally with me getting my finger cut. You could see the blood stains low key on the paper, but I'm coming home with a bowl and then a jar of starter. So this loaf is ready to be, I guess, made by tomorrow. We will see. Now we just got to go home and make it. This is what she looks like. She is very runny and gooey. I just posted a TikTok on like an SOS call for help on if this is even still manageable. Apparently I was supposed to put it in the fridge Friday morning and I did not do that. I'm gonna run to the store and buy some bread flour. This is the kind of bread flour that I was recommended. Unfortunately, it looks like I'm gonna have to throw away my dough. But I heard that with my leftover starter that I have, I could put water and bread flour in there, feed it today, and then hopefully bake with it tomorrow. So let's go. Okay, so we're in the baking aisle and I'm trying to find the bread flour. So many options, like seriously. So far, this is what I see is this Pillsbury bread flour. I literally found the brand King Arthur, but when it comes to bread flour, it looks like they're all out. Grocery store number 2. Let's go inside and hope and pray that they actually have it. Oh my gosh, shut up. They only have like a few left. I actually can't believe they only had one left. I just got back home from the store and I got myself bread flour. A lot of people on TikTok told me to throw this away because fermented, however you say that. I thought I would maybe be able to save it, but since it's been sitting out for like 48 hours at this point, unfortunately, I have to throw this away. So I'm sad. After having a little bit of a crash out, I looked up what to do. I tossed out everything that was in here. I'm gonna be starting from scratch. I still have this starter, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it today and let it rise and hopefully use it tomorrow. I looked up the measurements from my class and I converted it into measuring cups because I don't have a scale. In class, we did 1 part of the sourdough starter, which was 10 grams. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna feed it 50 grams of water and then 50 grams of flour. 50 grams of bread flour is 1/3 of a cup and 50 grams of water is 1/4 of a cup. And then we're gonna do 1/4 cup of water. Now we're gonna use our little whisk. My starter is probably so hungry because it hasn't eaten in like 48 hours. This is what we're looking like. Now I'm going to loosely cover the jar and let it rise at room temperature for 8 to 12 hours. We are back again. I had to run to the store because I forgot to get salt. This is what my starter is looking like. Super bubbly. My God. Oh, super active, super jiggly, which I think is what you want. My starter. I feel like that's not enough. A little bit less than 1.5 cups of filtered water at room temperature. Okay, it's looking promising. I'm gonna whisk it. 1, 2, 3, 4. I gotta do 2 tablespoons. 1 and 2. Do the salt. 2 teaspoons of salt. I just finished mixing it all together. So now what I'm gonna do is cover it up and let it sit for 30 minutes. It's actually 10:21 right now. Apparently I have to feed this again. Cute. It is 11:09 at night. Let's take a look at this thing together. It does seem a little hard dipping my hand in water here. that is what we're looking like. I'm gonna cover it up again. Honestly, I feel like we're getting somewhere. Let it sit for another 30 minutes. It's literally 12 a.m. and I just got out of the shower. It's been about 30 minutes. I'm gonna do my second to last fold. This is gonna be my last fold of the night. Good morning, guys, or I should really say good afternoon. It is 11:24, so it's been almost 12 hours that my bread has been sitting here. This is what it's looking like. There is definitely some bubbles in here, which is a really great sign. And I'm gonna do the bounce test. I just asked ChatGPT. I said, is it okay if my sourdough dough is not jiggly? Because mine is not. It's a little bit more on the stiff side. ChatGPT said yes, that is completely normal. Some bubbles, especially around the edges of the dough or throughout the dough, is a good sign. Slight increase in volume, we definitely saw that. And smooth surface with a bit of trapped air inside. ChatGPT said if you're unsure whether it's ready, you can also perform the poke test. What you do is you gently press the dough with a floured finger. If the indentation springs back slowly and leaves a slight dent, then it's usually ready. I think this is the best we're gonna get. So I'm gonna go ahead and start baking. I'm gonna coat my counter with flour. I have to watch a video on how to do this.
Push it away and then pull it towards me. And what I'm doing is I'm creating tension in my dough.
Are you kidding me? I feel like this is good. Okay, wait. I'm so excited. I think it's working. And let it sit for like 30 minutes. I am gonna cold proof this for about 1 to 2 hours because I work tomorrow and I really want to bake this today. I cold proof it because I think it will help it keep its shape and enhance the flavor a little bit. So I'm gonna put it in there and check back in like an hour or two. It's been almost 45 minutes. I have 10 minutes left on my timer. So let's check on our dough. I'm not mad about it. Finished scoring my bread. My oven is preheated. I'm gonna throw my bread in there and I'm gonna bake it for 20 minutes covered. I'll see you in 20 minutes. Shut up. Shut up, you guys. I have to show you guys this. Oh my god. Are you actually kidding me? This is the most beautiful bread I've ever seen in my life. Back in the oven for another 20 minutes. And it smells so good too. Ah! I think it's perfect. The final loaf, we got a little crusty at the top, but I think it's about that time to slice it. Before we cut it open, I just have to take a moment to admire, to soak this all in. This is beautiful. I am nervous. Ooh, it's still warm. My heart is actually racing at 1,000 miles a second. Giving it a try. Oh my god. With some butter, I'm going right in. Literally the most perfect consistency. I'm so proud of myself.